Hey everybody.
Bam, double host from the beginning.
Wow, that's surprising. Shocking.
Super surprising.
It's flabbergasted me. I can't speak. Lunch with Jim A.Ron. Boom, we're back. It's been a while. Like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
We
we shouldn't have left them without a dope beat to step to.
Yeah. Can we get some music piped in here? Can we get some
No, we cannot.
Bone Thugs and Harmony? No,
we cannot.
Why not?
Which Bone
Thugs?
Seems
pretty easy.
Which Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Crossroads. Come on. You can get Crossroads.
You also got
right?
First of the Month. I mean,
all right, but I mean,
lots of stuff we could.
Yeah. Bone Thugs and Harmony, about. Yes, has an extensive catalog. The one that I know is Crossroads.
I don't even know if they do have an extensive catalog.
They do. They have like 4 albums, don't they?
I don't know.
Or maybe that was all the spin-offs from Bone Thugs.
I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
Can we?
Bone Thugs and Harmony Wikipedia page says their discography is holy shit. They have like 10 albums.
Whoa.
From 93 to present day.
Wow.
Yeah, their catalog is extensive.
How many albums?
Like 10. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like 100 songs.
Like more than that.
10. I'm only aware of 2 of them.
Yeah.
Are they still making music? What's the last? What's the last?
2013 is the last one.
Get the fuck out.
There's one announced for 2015 though.
Get the fuck out. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they're. I'm glad I don't have to pour out a Red Bull for them.
No, we don't, and we're not going to pour their song onto this track apparently. So nope. Okay.
Do you really want me to?
I kind of want to hear some Bone Thugs now. Got to be Crossroads. They should make a game.
I remember the video.
Roads.
The video was really remarkable for its time.
Is this actually going to go out over the air?
I don't know if they can hear my speakers.
Can you pipe in you can pipe in a YouTube video in XSplit, right? Or in
you're always
in Google.
You always love
I
propound me with questions that I have no idea if it's
throwing down the tech gauntlet on you.
Yeah. You know what I can do? I can skip a BMW ad.
Good. With Brian Gumble. All right.
Weren't prepared for this, were you?
I wasn't. No.
Didn't know what you were asking for.
No. I wait until they say Crossroads. That's the part I know.
Crossroads are coming.
Yep. See you at the Crossroads.
This is the Grim Reaper guy that appears and takes people to heaven. Here he comes. I think the deal is you think he's like the devil, but then at the end of the video, he like takes off his coat and like wings spread out.
Huh. So he's the angel of death?
I get. Well, I mean, that's traditionally more menacing than I think Christian mythos would have it.
Here we go.
This is what we're talking about right here.
Here we go. The good stuff. Yeah. What you gonna do?
You know
A.Ron?
what? I don't know, but you know what? I've just decided that I need to do a screen share of this. I don't even know how to make it happen.
It's pretty easy. Just screen share that window or something.
I know, but trying to get all the interface on that's what's always the tricky part. Add a screen region here.
All right, people are thrilled by our futzing with technology here.
Well,
let's
say they're not. That looks about right, right?
Sure, that's somewhere in there.
Whoa!
That's horrifying.
How you like that?
I don't like it one bit. All right, there we go. I have no idea if people can hear this, but you know,
I don't know, but they can see the thing.
Yep, you can watch people getting gunned down in the streets. Watch the angel of death carry him off. So what are we talking about this week?
I also have no idea what these guys say at all. Like, it's kind of like
they don't even know. No one knows.
They've got this certain flow where it's like I hear the words, but they it just sounds like che 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 che. Sounds very cool.
It's like Morse code.
Yeah. So here goes Wally. Another victim of the angel of death. Just suck him right in his chest.
That's his finishing move.
See, a lot of these tribute videos run in my head. Like, I'm not sure if this is the one with like Pac and Biggie at the end, like Force Ghost. Did you know how old was the Notorious B.I.G. when he died?
I would guess 27.
How old was Tupac Shakur when he died?
27. How old was Kurt Cobain when he died? 27.
Biggie
How old
Smalls,
was Jimi Hendrix when he died? 27. Janis Joplin, 27.
Biggie Smalls was 24 years old.
24? Okay.
Can you believe that?
That's
Tupac
young,
was 25. Man.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I read that on a fact yesterday, and I was like, I couldn't believe, like 24 years old. Big Papa always carried himself like he was in his 30s.
Okay.
I mean, 24 is like on the cusp of what I consider a man. Like,
yeah.
You know,
being
you're ready to go pro in football,
on a man, right? You got to grow up fast when you're that big, man.
You do realize he. Oh, I see. I was gonna say you do realize he didn't die of a heart attack.
No. I know. Yeah. He
died
shot.
of lead poisoning.
Yeah, lead poisoning.
Oh God, this is the one. This is where he's like throwing bones with his uncle. And
are you familiar with the kind of rock star curse mythology where like all these big rock stars died at the age of 27, like Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin?
I did. I'm not aware of this.
People are like, "Oh, there's something about 27."
Oh, so this 27 wasn't just you being obnoxious. It was you were making a point. Huh?
Yeah. Look it up. It's not right now, but for our listeners, go check it out. It's a lot of people think 27 is a magic number for a rock star. You get big, you peak, and then you die.
I just remember being thrilled when I got. Oh God, this is a dark video.
Yeah.
He's just snatched that baby, man.
This is no good.
Taking him to a better place, I guess.
No, the top of a mountain. He's going to sacrifice that baby's ghost.
There you go. I knew it. Easy E. No, they're taking him to a Mesa Top Bone Thugs and Harmony concert.
It's like Metalocalypse. This is going to rise into the sky and take off towards Jupiter.
Yeah. People don't realize that Bone Thugs and Harmony fandom is the 7th largest economy in the world.
It is. Or it was in 1993 anyway.
Yep. God damn. I haven't seen this video in 20 years, and it's just like I saw it yesterday.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if we call that a good idea or a bad idea.
I don't know that I've ever seen that video because I wasn't allowed to watch MTV when that video was on.
Oh, well, me neither, but my parents had to go to work at some point. And
but I was at school when they did that. That's when you got into some shady shit.
That's when the A.Ron was let out to play. Okay, so there goes the unstructured part of our.
No, that's not the only unstructured part, right? We have more unstructured stuff to come.
Sure, why not?
So if you're in unstructured bullshit,
what else you got? We had some kind of hook that we're going to do today.
I got this orange behind me, this chocolate orange.
Yeah.
That you and Cecily got for me.
How did this happen?
This is poorly focused, but I don't know exactly how this happened. We were playing Mount Your Friends, which is a real game, people.
Yeah, that's not like some kind of swinger thing.
And you guys were just like, hey, here's an orange. Weren't we talking about it beforehand?
That's the thing. Like, I feel like over Christmas, me and Cecily were talking about the orange chocolates, or the chocolate oranges, where you slammed it on a table and it explodes. And
I thought you just meant to the ground.
Yeah.
And just detonate a piece of chocolate. And I was like, yeah, you can do that. Sure.
I think you were kind of fascinated with the concept of hurling chocolate and having it explode in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, okay. So we happened to be walking through Jungle Gyms the other day, and they have this huge international high-end chocolate aisle.
They have so much. Have you seen, like, they have crickets and
fried crickets, fried worms, chocolate dipped versions of those, candied.
They can't sell enough of that to make a profit, right?
Well, what's weird is
that stuff, I guess, doesn't go bad.
Cecily talking to her new boss the other day, and it turns out that she eats like fried crickets on the regular, like as a snack, like a salty snack. Like people eat chips. Is that gonna? Hey. Next lunch, Jim and A.Ron.
Oh, I'll do it.
You will?
I'm in, yeah.
All right.
I'm totally in.
Fried
I mean,
bugs.
they can't kill you.
No.
They're selling them on store shelves.
The
How bad
worst
can
they can
be?
be is nasty. I've tasted plenty of nasty shit in my life.
Sure.
So now you know what to do. Do you know what to do with this thing?
I hurl it at you, right?
No, you just
It says directions on there, whack and unwrap.
There you go.
So I'm going to do exactly that.
Yeah, you just
can we get this on a camera
give
somewhere?
It a solid wrap. Sure. What do you want me to do? You want me to
just aim that down here. Yeah, let's wrap it.
Wrap it here. There's ground zero right here, right on the double thick pad part.
All right.
Okay.
Just
I'm excited because I get to eat chocolate. What?
Here we go.
Wrap it. Oh, come on. Don't puss out.
It's padded, man. What do you want me to do?
There you go. I don't know if you broke it or not. Anything. Yeah, you got to like really, really. There. That might have got something done.
Doesn't feel like it, though.
Well, to unpeel it. Let's see.
All right.
It's not the end of the world. So the other thing is, like, we got him 2 of these things.
And they fucking ate one.
Well, you left us when we were playing Mount Your Friends, and it was like after midnight, and
and you were going to turn into a gremlin unless you ate it.
Yeah, and it started like a really good idea that we eat this. In fact, I tried to get him to come back over to pick it up. I sent him this text. Wait, I'm trying to see. This is me threatening his. You can't really tell, but this is me threatening him with threatening the orange with my 357 Magnum.
Yeah.
And I thought
looking very terroristic there.
I thought, well, I don't know. That's probably some kind of cultural racist thing. I was just trying to keep warm. My house is freezing.
Okay. What about your arms?
My arms, they're coated with fur. I don't need any goddamn scarf for my arms. What, you want me to put a scarf on my face next?
Wrapping this didn't do shit. It's still it's
the bottom part that you need to break. How's it look on the bottom?
Just dented. Like it's still all in one piece, as you can see.
I don't know how you fucked it up, but you fucked it up, Jim.
I didn't fuck it up. I wrapped it.
Wrap it.
It said whack. Maybe I need to whack it.
Hit it hard. Hit it hard.
I thought I did. All right, more.
That probably did it.
Right?
That had to have done it.
But it really just doesn't seem like it. I mean, oh,
boom!
Whoa,
see,
whoa. Okay,
it's one of those things.
It's a house of cards here.
It's like tempered glass. Once you get a crack in, it just explodes.
All right. Oh shit! It smells like orange too.
BT Dubs. I think we got the.
Let's put this.
We got the Q&A app in. So here in a bit, I'm going to start checking that. If you guys got some stuff in there for us.
All right.
Try it,
man.
Try it. Oh my god. I mean,
it's chocolate and it's orange.
It's really just I find it very weird but addictive.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't think
it's a little weird, but
a synthetic orange flavoring would go well and suspended in dark chocolate.
Yeah, that's the key. Synthetic orange definitely tastes chemically orange, but
like an agent.
But it's good.
Did you say it would be like an agent orange? Congratulations, you can't have kids.
No, not like an agent orange. Good though. I like it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you liked the experience. Your world had just broadened by one chocolate orange.
I had no idea they could do that, and I still don't know how they do it. I mean, obviously,
I don't know how they pre-preparate
it together. Yeah,
I think they must cook them with like some kind of wax paper separating them, and then because at the bottom you can see like there's like a blob at the bottom where it all comes together, and then when they remove that, it's just got those really fine separations. I don't know. Could laser cut. Like modern, you can just laser cut it. All right. Well, aren't you guys jealous? You know, have this chocolate.
30 minutes is going to be us chewing chocolate. So strap in.
You mentioned something about Stephen Hawking.
Oh, yeah.
You saw the movie?
Yeah, there's a documentary on Netflix.
Oh, and, not the movie.
Amazon.
Because you know there's a new movie out, right?
With Cumberbatch?
No, that's the we already did that one. No, this
well, Cumberbatch played Stephen Hawking in some movie.
In what movie?
Some movie. I don't know. Because he was in this documentary talking about what an honor it was to play Stephen Hawking.
Cumberbund? That's weird because I don't think of him as the right frame, face, or anything.
If he pulls a Christian Bale, he might be able to get skinny, drop some weight, hunch down in a chair.
How tall is Cumberbatch?
I don't know.
I feel like he's like a solid 6 foot, if not taller.
Could be. But yeah, I watched the documentary. Just called Hawking on Netflix and Amazon. I watched it on Amazon.
You know, it could also be he's 6 foot. He could also just be it could be a documentary on clearing your throat.
Clearing your throat?
You don't know Hawking.
Well, I do know. I watched it.
Okay.
there was no throat clearing unless you consider a tracheotomy throat clearing, which I guess
that is the final form. That's the Super Saiyan form of throat clearing.
Yeah. And
just put a drainage pipe in there.
It's not about science. It's about Stephen Hawking. It's about his life.
Okay.
And I thought it was cool to like. I don't know if they don't have it, like it doesn't exist, or if they just don't include it in this documentary. To me, not having Stephen Hawking's voice in there would be a complete oversight if it exists.
Oh, if it exists,
like his actual voice.
Sure.
They have an audio clip of him, or a video clip where he's speaking, but it's after his ALS has kind of already ruined his ability to speak. And so it's very hard to understand him. But I'm really curious what he sounded like in real life.
That's hard because like, I don't know if I had ALS and I couldn't speak at the age of 27. I don't know that there would be any recordings of me anywhere.
That's the thing. And he's born in 42. So for him to have recordings of himself.
Yeah.
It was a lot more difficult.
Yeah. So there might not be any extant copies of his voice.
Yeah.
That's kind of sobering.
Yeah. He did a lot of really important stuff when he was very young. I was surprised. He was, my age and had already cracked a bunch of secrets of the universe,
sure.
And had these theories and was well respected and a professor and all this stuff.
He'd already written A Brief History of Time by the time I was a teenager.
Yeah, I want to say that was in 80.
Wow,
that
long
book
ago
was released. That was before I was born. Yeah.
Thank God for the internet.
Yeah.
Jesus, speaking of the internet, did you see that clip that was going around the internet about the Home Shopping Network host?
88. Wow.
That didn't understand the moon.
Yes, and thought it was debating whether it was a star or a planet. Fucking idiots.
And then someone on the crew said it's a natural satellite, and they're like, "What does that even mean?"
I don't believe that. I think that doesn't sound right.
I'm like, "Bitch, do you know what a satellite is? Could you define a satellite? Could you tell me what a satellite is? Okay, if you don't, then I understand the problem. You're just an idiot.
Yeah.
But if you understand the concept of satellite, then adding the word natural, how can you say what?
They didn't understand, that a satellite just orbits a body.
It's so bizarre. You don't ever see that. Like two idiots arguing in the wild.
Yeah, no, it's spectacular.
Like that could have been Spooge and Skank. I mean, not in their looks, but in their
Pete and Badger.
Yeah, like that's totally so.
Although I feel like Skinny Pete would have known. Skinny Pete would have been like, "It's a natural satellite, yo."
Yeah,
church.
Right. It's an object that orbits another object. Damn, crack a book.
So yeah, I thought it was cool to see him before his disease kicked in, because it didn't really start affecting him until he was in his 20s. In like his early 20s, he started to like feel the effects, and he had like flashes of disorientation.
Right.
He fell down a giant flight of stairs at Cambridge or whatever.
Right.
Or Columbia, wherever he went.
The Theory of Everything is the movie that came out last year. Kind of like a beautiful minding his life.
Interesting.
That's one of the things I don't want to see.
Was that Cumberbatch?
No. It was some other dude. It was.
What did Cumberbatch play though? What movie did he play him in?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. You're blowing my mind. Eddie Redmayne, who is famous for other things.
Hawking Cumberbatch.
Oh God, Eddie Redmayne. He's the big bad in that Jupiter Ascending. That's probably going to be a disaster coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cumberbatch played Stephen Hawking in another movie called Hawking, which was a BBC TV film in 2004.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in Les Mis. That's where I know him from. He's Marius in Les Miserables.
But yeah, it's good. It does not focus on science hardly at all. So don't feel like, you have to have read Brief History of Time or anything like that to check it out. I just thought, it's...
Although you should, unless you want to be one of those guys that doesn't know what a natural satellite is.
Sure.
Have you read Brief History of Time?
I have, but I was young.
Did you find it tough slogging?
Yeah, I did not completely get it. And that's one of the things they touch on is how he went to his publisher and said, "I'm done." And they said, "No, you're not."
Yeah.
Because it's really fucking hard to understand.
I mean, I think the math is a tough slog, like that the science behind Interstellar. Like once he starts getting the equations out, my eyes just kind of glaze over. But I found the concepts fairly easy to understand. I would like to read that again now, because at the time when I read it, I was still a Jehovah's Witness, and you know, anytime you started talking Big Bang, I kind of like my brain got wobbly on me. I remember one of the illustrations he used to talk about like the concept of the beginning of the universe was like, you know, it's like trying to ask to keep walking until you hit north. And then what happens? Like, if you take one more step, then it's like, I still don't understand what that means. Like, yeah, I get it. You walk into the point where you can't walk anymore. And if you go further, you just it kind of wraps in on itself. But I don't know what that has to do with the formation of the universe.
Yeah, neither do I.
But
I'm not going to claim to be any kind of cosmologist here.
Aren't you?
Or physicist.
That might be exciting.
All right, fine. Fuck it.
Do you know what a
PhD certified physicist.
Do you know what a natural satellite is?
It's a planet, right?
Maybe a star.
A star? Does it give off light? Because then definitely a planet.
Let's see. Dan G says, I'm going to go to some listener questions.
All right, cool.
You guys mentioned a couple lunches ago about securing funding for the Bald Move Empire. Just wondered how things are going on that front. Ding! We got it.
Well, you know, we're our best funders. We're our best backers.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We
scrape the couches.
We got access to the funding that will keep us afloat for 2015, and we've got some cool new hopefully revenue and monetization streams coming. That God, I just want to talk about it.
I don't see why we wouldn't.
All right,
this is coming in the next couple weeks. Our plan is to hit Walking Dead when that comes back on.
Okay.
Tell them what we have in store.
So we're gonna take Patreon, the best parts of Patreon and Subbable. We're gonna roll them into something that Jim and I have worked up on with our internet know-how and all that stuff on our website. It's going to be called, I don't know, something like Club Bald Move. Who cares?
Something like that. Yeah.
Here's the thing though. You know how you got the various tiers, like Patreon's got $1 a month, $3 a month, $5 a month, and we added a couple others recently. And that was the thing when we were talking at the end of the year, some of the things we liked about this year, some of the things we didn't like, some of the things we want to do next year. We're getting this thing where it's like, as we invented new features that we thought would be cool, we had two dilemmas. Number one, it's like, well, where do we slot these? Do we need to make it a more expensive tier?
And also it became clear that it sucked for Subbable people not to get those benefits.
Right. And also I didn't like, there's a couple things I didn't like about this. Number one, I don't like creating something that I think is cool that like 50 people will see.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's make a $20 tier where we do something really righteous and we'll be making it for 10 people on the whole fucking planet Earth. That sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
The other problem is some of the loftier things we want to do. It's like we have no idea how often, what regularity we could offer these to. And number three, I just invented a third thing. One of the big takeaways from the survey we did was that there's like 50+% of people that just will not support podcasts. Period. Yeah. They're just like, no, they're arms crossed. No, fuck you guys. And I wanted to challenge that. So Club Bald Move will cost $1 a month for everything.
If you pay yearly.
If you pay monthly, it's $2 a month.
And that is because of bullshit charges.
Pissed me off. I mean, when we looked at how much the credit card companies would bite out of $1, there's just no way we could do it.
We were like, oh, can we do this on Patreon? We looked at the numbers there. They're roughly the same.
And worse.
Yeah, it's just like we lose 30-something% of every dollar to fees.
So we're collapsing all levels down to $2 a month or $1 a month if you get the $12 annual option.
Yeah, just one option. You sign up for one thing, you get all of it.
And you get ad-free feeds, you get access to the forums, you get access to the live watches, you get access to the video casts, you get access to Lunch with Jim and A.Ron's. You're going to get access to other things, the video skits we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some more riff tracksy type things. We're going to be doing a lot more features, but we want the most people, anybody that wants this, we want to make it very affordable and like an easy decision for people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of scary because to make this model work, we need a lot more people to sign up for it. but
it's going to be a lot more attractive.
It'll be a lot more attractive and more fun because, like, again, I didn't want to think about like, oh, how much is this worth to do and who's going to support it, and I just want to I want to make this cool thing, and anyone that cares enough about Bald Move to send us $1 a month, can access it.
And it's going to make it easier on us logistically as well. There's a lot of stuff like, to get access to the forums, you've got to send us an email after you sign up on Patreon or Subbable, and then we have to go in and change your account manually. All this stuff's going to be automatic now.
Yeah.
It's going to make it just way easier for you guys, way easier for us.
Ad-free feeds even. Like if you're a valid user, it just works. Like you don't have to go to a special feed or anything.
Yep.
We don't have to track who gets what access. It's just you sign up and boom, it goes. So
yeah,
we're excited. We're going to be slowly moving away. The other thing is we're going to support the commission podcast thing that the Subbable. We still not sure exactly how we're going to convert over because that's the one thing we're nervous about is oh God, yet another thing. We've had Kickstarter, then Subbable, then Patreon. This is the end game. This is the final boss.
Yeah, this is kind of what we've been talking about for a very long time.
Yeah.
But it just seemed so far out of our reach until we did a lot of research on it and said, oh, okay, there are these plugins. We can use this stuff.
We tried it a couple of times. This is our third attempt at a unified shopping cart thing.
Yeah.
And it takes 2 or 3 failures before something works.
One of them just completely broke our site.
Yeah.
That was bad news. And so we pulled back a little bit. We instinctively said, whoa, this might not work. And then we got on board with Patreon. And
right. And that's the other thing we learned last year, that no one gives a shit about merch. No one gives a shit about physical merchandise. It's all about new content and access and stuff. And that's what this the Club Bald Move or whatever we end up calling it.
Yeah,
is going to be all about.
Yeah, the other thing that I really love about this is it, kind of like you said, not only does it let us do things kind of irregularly if we need to, but it also lets us try things that we would never try.
And we don't have to put a label on it. We don't have to put them on it.
Yeah.
We could just
it's hey, here's this piece of premium content. Boom. If you like it, go check it out. If not, there'll be another piece tomorrow or something. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to give us a lot of freedom to do more things that are fun and weird and interesting. And
sure,
I'm excited. I hope our listeners are going to be excited too.
So that's that for that. Wes Stevens says, glad to see you're doing another live watch for the Americans. Sounds like you got all the kinks worked out. Well, I don't know. We will see.
Kinda.
That's why we're doing the public demos.
Yeah, we did the one demo and then we decided, we need to there were some problems back at your house, we completely monopolized your TV.
Yeah, that's the thing. It turns out that my mistake was I didn't think my girlfriend would want to watch the live cast. Turns out she did, and between us, the way this thing works is I got a Slingbox and we're actually piping that Slingbox feed through the studio here at Jim. And that almost used up all of the bandwidth I had in my old internet connection at home.
Yeah.
But when we were using it, when we were testing during the day, that wasn't an issue. Well, when she started watching it, that consumed, and we started getting really laggy and all that stuff. And then she couldn't watch. It's well, fuck, this isn't going to work. So I'm going to watch something else. Nope, you can't do that because we're watching it. So we did 2 things. We got a bigger internet pipe.
Yep. And
we got a secondary cable box that we're going to attach the Slingbox to. So now it's essentially a dead cable box, and there's no TV hooked up to it. It's just Slingbox, so it's not going to interfere with anybody watching. And it's higher quality, and we got a faster internet connection. So hopefully the technical hiccups will be all worked out. Because really the only problem was it was slow as shit.
It could cause more. We haven't tried that yet. That's what the Americans is for this week.
Yeah, we just got the box yesterday, and I have to hook it up as soon as I'm done today.
Yeah.
He also says you guys should stick around for 5 minutes to let us know your initial thoughts.
You want us to do an instant cast? Is that what you're saying?
It's kind of like a very brief instant cast.
Yeah, but I feel like our initial thoughts are there on commercial breaks and stuff like that. You know?
Although we did more making fun of the commercials last time.
Yeah, and I don't see that changing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wouldn't be totally opposed to it, but on shows that we
do instant casts on.
Yeah, that's the problem. The shows that we do instant casts on is what we're planning to do live watches for.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can't really do a live watch a short instant cast, and then an instant cast afterward, and then a full cast. It's like, how many times do you want to hear us say the exact same thing, you know?
That's the other cool thing about Club Bald Move is we're going to have like a baldmove.com/live or live.baldmove.com.
Yeah.
One link. If we're doing something live, it'll happen there.
Hopefully with an embedded chat. I would love to get that working.
That's the other thing. We want to get an embedded chat so people can talk to each other and we can see it and, you know, interact in real time. So that'll be a game changer on that because we can go right from the live watch. You stay in the same channel. And then as soon as the instant cast goes, a couple minutes later, we come back and, you know, you can get like the full instant cast there that way. So that should be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write some JavaScript hook or something to when we update
the feed.
It refreshes their page.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Okay, we'll think about that. No promises on that yet. There are a lot of features we want to roll out after the launch of this thing.
We leave the studio cameras on 24/7. They just never turn off. If we're in, there you go. You have a problem with that?
Seeing as how this is my house, yeah, kind of.
Well, what did you get up to in the studio that you don't want people to know?
It's not that I don't want to know. It's that they don't want to know. That's the scary part.
I've never seen any weird stains. It's not any funk. I mean, like, what are you scared of?
I use the purple stuff on those stains. So.
Oh, the kaboom?
Yeah.
All right.
Gets the stains out.
So, yeah. Anyway, Wes had a follow-up. Like, well, if there's an instant cast, don't worry about it. I don't think there will be an instant cast for the Americans.
Not tonight, no. But we're not going to probably be doing the live watch for the Americans.
Sure.
We're going to do it, I think, for Walking Dead, which is going to be the most fun because we like to kind of rip on that show when it's bad anyway.
Right.
And that'll just, you know, make it doubly effective.
Yeah. And I get, you know, I'm thinking they'll probably do live watching Game of Thrones. I mean, it's probably going to be the biggest, most popular shows of the block. So unfortunately, you know, I wish many times when I do this, I was a kid in college that didn't have significant others and kids and stuff like that, because I would just go gonzo with this shit. I use these other obligations. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe we can do.
We need to hire a college kid.
We hire a college kid and have him babysit my kids.
Sure.
And make time with my lady.
I was going to go the other way, but if that's how you want it, sure.
Nobody wants to watch this guy watch television. Only I can do that. The other stuff is replaceable.
You are a special, delicate snowflake. Hey, Ron.
Yes. So what else we want to talk about here? We're like 30 minutes in. We were going to do a tour of the studio, but I kind of feel like I want to save that for a slow day. Yeah,
and don't know that we have time to get through the whole studio here.
Yeah, it might. I think it'd take like 15 minutes per shelf, per actually unit.
Whoa,
not per shelf, per unit.
To our liquor cabinet. I've been doing that.
Sure you have. I mean, who hasn't?
Yeah, good stuff. I don't know. What have you been up to, man?
I was just bemoaning that fact. I got all addicted to Destiny over the holidays. I've not been able to play in over a week. I've been able to watch my son play a little bit while I've been working on other things, but I've basically been working on the latest installment of my Walking Dead book and watching The Americans. I got all caught up with that last week, and what has been filling up my time is catching up on the other television. Like I got caught up on Archer. I got caught up on Portlandia. I've been watching Downton Abbey and enjoying Tom and Kelly's podcasts.
Cool. Yeah, I hear you. You come into the studio.
I'm listening to their podcast.
Maybe twice a week listening to their podcast.
They're long. They're like 2.5 hour, like in depth, because they do like 15-20 minute segments on history and fashion each thing. Plus they just get long winded about the show, which I love.
Yeah, I haven't been watching it.
I mean,
unfortunately, I haven't been able to listen to their show. But
I love Downton Abbey because it's one of the only shows on the Bald Moon Network that I just get to watch as a fan.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to not like I don't care. Like, I don't have to think of anything funny to say. I just, you know, watch it and then listen to someone else talk about it. And it's a lot of fun.
Speaking of,
I see why these television podcasts are so popular.
Sure.
Because I don't know anyone. You're my best friend. You don't watch Downton Abbey. You're useless. I need Tom and Kelly.
All right. Well, that's what they're there for. Speaking of the Club Bald Move stuff or whatever we're calling it.
You wanted me to call up this question because someone else has a question about it.
Sure, that's fine.
Wes has a follow-up saying, will there be an option to give more than $1 a month for a year? I'm fine with giving at least $5 a month for all the content. Yeah, it's kind of like Humble Bundle style, pay what you want. Mm-hmm. The minimum is $2 per month or $12 per year.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, if people want to give us more, we'd appreciate it.
They can. And I think we're going to suggest like a $5 a month price or something.
Right.
Or 3 or 4. I don't know. I mean, we kind of looked at like what other places charge, and it varies. It varies kind of wildly.
Because we're basing this essentially on some combination of like how Giant Bomb does it and Penny Arcade does it.
Yeah.
And then we just floored the price. Because I really wanted $1 a month.
Price is pretty floored.
Yeah.
Like $10 for 6 months is less than $2 a month. So,
and I'm sure they're doing a lot of the same math we were, like, because I was like, let's do the $1 a month, $1 a month, $1 a month. How can $1 a month? That's like so fucking sweet. It's fun to say. It's like fun to pay.
Sure.
No problem.
Then that comes from like Dan Carlin, right? Like
$1 a podcast. Yeah. Fuck you, Dan. $1 a month.
Yeah.
And we're doing like 16 podcasts.
But
boom.
True. But $1 a month is more than he charges for his, because if you give him $1 a show, it's $1 every 3 months, 4 months.
Oh, that's true.
But it's only for one podcast. You're right. We do a lot more podcast.
But then we saw the credit card exchange on that, and it's just like we would be getting 50 cents or 60 cents or whatever, like around 60 cents. And it's like, that's criminal to let them have half of our.
And then you take out like hosting costs for ad-free stuff, and we start to not even make any money at all.
Right.
Which, unfortunately, like would be okay if we didn't have to have, money to live on.
That's the other inspiration, Don's Guns of Indianapolis.
Prices are crazy low.
I don't want to make any money, folks. I just love selling podcasts. That's the Don's Guns thing. So yeah, you can pay what you want up to whatever you want, but we are only asking $1 a month. $1 a month.
The other thing I was going to talk about, kind of related to that, is we're talking about like reinventing Bald Move TV.
Oh shit.
We found out it didn't work the way we were doing it.
Yeah.
We didn't feel good about it. I don't think a lot of people liked it.
Here's the particular part of Bald Move TV, because Bald Move TV worked in a lot of ways. The particular part that didn't is like you coming and telling me about a show that I haven't seen and you've watched is entertaining, because it's like two people exchanging information. What doesn't work is to come back 2 weeks later and like now tell me what else happened.
Well, I'm still watching this, and
here's what's happened, and I still don't know what's going on.
You have no investment in the story.
Yeah. So
the synopsis of like, here's the show and what it's about is fine, but yeah, I mean, how do you follow those up? So we found out that just didn't work, and so we've decided, we've been we put it on the back burner. We've been thinking about ways to kind of bring it back in more interesting content, and there's a thread right now that's on the forums for all of you guys. You're all VIPs. Go check it out. Go give us your feedback.
And if you're not VIPs, send a message to the Bald Move administrator, whose name is Bald Move, and we will get you added up.
Yeah, that guy will add you fast too. He's good at it. Anyway, yeah, go give us your feedback, because we're trying to reinvent Bald Move TV as something that will be more interesting both to us and to the fans. We're talking about maybe like some kind of TV news commentary show. Like maybe, I don't know. People are saying like, oh, they want political stuff, and other people say we don't want political stuff, and I don't want political stuff, and it's like we're probably going to stay as far away as possible from that. But we do need good ideas, and so if you guys have ideas, go on the forums and let us know.
And when you say news, you're like,
I don't mean like, Taylor Swift has a new song out. I don't give a shit about that kind of
but like
stuff.
Some place where we could talk about True Detective casting, rumors about the plot, upcoming shows that we want to keep an eye on,
exactly.
Things that we've watched, for the first time, and we want to.
This is going to be more substantial TV news and what it means for the shows, stuff like that.
So that's coming up. Let me see here. Luis Bueno said, "Hey, what's up? I binge watched The Wire last summer. I'd never seen the show, and I fell in love with it. I don't understand why it wasn't more highly regarded than it was when it was out. Will you guys do a cast on it eventually? It would be a great rewatch." I agree. And I don't know. I keep saying I have every intention of doing a really awesome The Wire podcast. Your butt plug.
That took off.
This is what he gets up to. Look at that. Right up the pooper.
Has the whiskey been tasting off?
That's a good thing. It's a good thing you douse in whiskey every day, you fucking sicko. Anyway, it's my heart's desire to do the ultimate The Wire podcast, and there will be eventually
Don't you dare.
You lost your butt plug again.
Our table is uneven, I believe.
Could be. It's master craftsmen put it together. Jesus Christ. The Wire podcast. Yes, I want to get to the Wire podcast. Every time I think I'm going to have an opportunity, something fills up that time. Yeah. I know I'm not going to be able to get to it until at least April at this point. I have laid a lot of the groundwork for the connections I think I needed to get to do the show proper and to do the show justice.
Yeah.
But it's just a massive commitment to time, and I don't want to half-ass it.
He's asking, will you guys do a cast on that eventually? Probably not us guys. That guy.
Yeah, I will probably pull him in a few episodes, but I want to have like, you know, kind of an Orange is the New Black style, a rotating list of other passionate podcasters. I want to get some celebrities. Yeah, I mean, my dream is I would love to get like David Simon, and he's a prickly dude. I don't know. There was an article about him on Grantland this week about his new television show that he's doing for HBO that no one's probably he's openly like. He hates the fact that people just talk about The Wire in terms of like how cool Omar was and like the characters and the quotes. Sure. But like, I
understand that.
It really pisses him off when he hears people say and not like the serious thing that he thinks it is. Although I think that everyone talking about how cool Omar is also likes that other aspect too.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to have a conversation about what's wrong with American culture and what's wrong with, you know, the working class and what's wrong with the urban centers and what's wrong with politics and school. It's hard to have just a conversation where you can meet, oh, you like The Wire? Oh, how cool is Omar? That's an easy conversation to have.
You're right. It's common ground, right? And it's very easy to say, like, I don't know anybody who didn't think Omar was awesome.
Sure.
That's a good starting point for every conversation about The Wire.
But to a guy like David Simon, that's like you're just reducing it to its most obvious level.
Well, you know what, David Simon? If you don't want that to happen, probably don't make a TV show, because that's what people do with TV.
Well, I mean, I think that's what he did with Treme. He's like, oh, I want to make you watch a show about post-Katrina New Orleans, and I'm not going to have any cool characters in it.
I want to see that. I've not seen it, but I definitely want to see it.
I think this new one, so I read the brief synopsis, and I guess this new one is about essentially housing developers snatching low-income housing from people and evicting them, and
geez, okay.
Like, you know, town hall meetings and how business. I need to read the article again.
He really likes to dig into the underbelly of society there, huh?
He used to be a beat reporter.
Yeah.
You know, stabbings and murders and talking to police, and that's kind of when he was working for the Baltimore Sun.
And that's not even what he reported on. Those are the things he did.
Those are the things he did to people that said that Omar is so fucking cool. But yeah, no. I cannot make any promises, but it is something that I definitely want to do. And that's the thing. It's like there's no sense of urgency because it's never going to go away.
Yeah.
I mean, if I did it last year, I felt cheated because the high def versions now came out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and now
I got to wait for the 4K versions, I think. You've missed your window on the high
3D.
Def. Yeah.
3D
Oculus Rift 4K versions.
Yeah. So that's that. I saw someone pop the question, but then it retracted it. I don't know what that was all about.
It was probably David Simon.
God damn it. Stay off
you
our
fuckers
channel,
aren't going to talk about okay, never mind. They're not going to.
Yeah, he's got like some just Justice League shit. Like, you know, someone talks about Omar being cool. It's like Aquaman style. He just shows up.
Dolphins start talking to him.
Dolphins start talking to him. That's that pandemic talking. What else? What else we got?
I don't know.
Like we've is it luncheon out time? To steal Kelly's catchphrase?
Maybe. I think
you guys got some. You guys got another softball pitch you want to throw us? Because if not, we're going to peace out. Then won't you feel stupid?
Yeah, the questions you think of after the fact aren't going to get answered. So now's your chance.
It's like the comeback you think of to the asshole at work. You know, when you're trying to sleep, it just doesn't matter.
Yep, it's the jerk store.
The what?
The jerk store.
The jerk store.
Seinfeld.
Like I don't remember that one.
George gets insulted in a board meeting and then later on thinks of the perfect insult and tries it at the next meeting. He sets him up for it.
Yeah. Does it work? No, it can't.
It does work. Like, I think what happens is he says it and everybody loves it and laughs, but then the guy comes back with another comeback to his.
Oh, and he's got to think of another one.
And he can't think on his feet, and so and it becomes a cycle where he's trying to one up the guy.
That's a good one.
But yeah, it's funny.
All right. Oh, whoa, shit. Someone snuck one in.
Yep.
This will be the last one unless there's another one that comes in. Dan Gordon. Dan Gordon said, "What you got in the decanter, Jim?"
Whiskey.
It's actually a really shitty Canadian Gold whiskey.
Yeah,
this is our budget whiskey that we just like throw in our Cokes. We to keep around.
Every once in a while, we break out something good from the cabinet. Can you get the third angle in here? The wide shot.
Well, yeah, I can, but it's so small. Oh, the cabinet. There you go.
Yeah, so every once in a while, we bust into the cabinet on like special episodes or just kind of when we're in the mood for it. Like Johnny Walker Black is my favorite. Or
the last few days when we were doing the Bald Move TV top 10.
Yeah.
Which I hope you guys enjoy. We got into Johnny Walker.
Yep, that's good. We got a couple of bottles of Whistle Pig that were given to us by Jenny Miguel at Breaking Bad Fest, which was super cool. We were about halfway through one of those. We try to preserve the good stuff,
Yeah, I mean, day in, day out, we drink. My drink of choice is like whiskey and Coke, and you don't need a good whiskey for that.
No.
If you see us drinking out of the Mad Men style glasses, it's usually the good stuff.
Not today.
Oh, you're drinking the rot gut?
Yeah.
Straight up? You're a madman, Jim. You're a madman.
Do what you got to do. Get by in the world.
Yeah. Indeed you do. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Hope you enjoy the top 10 stuff. There's like 4+ hours of content for those inclined to just take it all in on baldmove.com. We will see you next week for the next installment of Lunch with Jim and A.Ron, I believe.
A lot of stuff coming up, too. Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul preview drops next week. Walking Dead comes back.
We're going to do the feed starter this week. And then, we're Tuesday next week. Wednesday?
Wednesday. The preview will come out.
Yep.
And then we will be live watching the first Walking Dead. And I think we're going to have an instant cast after that. We'll have an instant cast for the first, I guess, the second episode of Better Call Saul on that Monday.
Which will kind of cover both of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how it goes from there. But again, thanks for joining us for lunch. We will talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.